Someone on Facebook upstairs to see if you're on.
Hello, everybody. We're going to get ready and start in a few more minutes. I am just going to run and get my block because we might be using those. So if you do have a block, you might want to get yours. If you don't, then we'll be able to do some modifications with and without the block. So I'm just going to run and get my block, and then we'll be able to get started. Okay, so if you have your block, just put it somewhere on the side where you'll have it accessible for when you should happen to need it, if you need it. And just wait another moment before we begin. So just to let you know that this is a level 1 and level 2 class. So if you are completely a new beginner, you want to take some of the poses a little bit more slowly and maybe modify them. So I will give you the options for the modifications anytime that you feel that you're not able to continue with the practice, or for some reason, if anything doesn't feel right, just always take child's pose. That's always available. Sometimes when we start our practice, we're not always feeling 100%. So you want to just listen to your own body and just trust that you are where you need to be. So we're going to start at the very top of the mat with the short end, and you're going to just sit in a nice, comfortable, cross-legged position. And just bring your hands onto your knees, and then just lift your shoulders all the way up to the ears, raising them up, and then roll them back and down with your exhale. I'm going to do that again. Raise the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Inhale, take a nice inhale, and exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Do that a few more times. And as you're doing it a couple more times, just close your eyes and move your awareness inward to feel the shoulders. Notice how your arms move. The rest of your body remains stable and straight. You're grounding through your sits bones. And then take those shoulders up one last time. Inhale, raising them up to the ears. And exhale, slowly bringing them back and down. And then just gently let your eyes open. And just gaze to a spot on the wall in front of you, or you can even gaze towards the floor. But if you are looking down, just try not to let your chin drop all the way to the chest. From here, let's bring both arms all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, open the arms out to the side. And lower the hands down, raising up again. Inhale, lift. Stretching up. And exhale, bring it all the way down. One more time, raise both arms all the way up. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's take it down. Bring both arms out to the side. Let your shoulders pull down away from the ears. Draw your navel into the back of the spine. Turn your hands towards the ceiling, and then rotate the hands to the wall behind you, and towards the ceiling, and behind you, and to the ceiling, and behind you. And one more time, turn them up. And rotate back. From here, raise both arms all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, taking a twist. You're going to hold on to your left knee with your right hand. Draw your shoulders down away from the ears. Pull your navel into the back of the spine. So starting to just stretch the spine gently. Don't feel that you have to force your twist. Just go to where you feel that you're finding a little bit of a squeezing sensation here. Not struggling through it, but being able to breathe with it. Check in with your shoulders, close your eyes, and just experience the pose with your eyes closed. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And one more inhale. And with your exhale, open your eyes and release back to center. Both arms lift. Inhale, turning to the other side as you exhale. So you're twisting to the right, left hand comes onto your right knee, right hand behind. Draw your shoulders down, pull the belly in, nice straight spine. Try not to lean yourself back. You don't want to lean your body back. You want to try and keep the crown of your head right over your tailbone. Let your chest open, and just as you're here, close your eyes. Take a few moments just to feel your breath traveling up and down the spine. Soften the shoulders, getting a nice squeeze here. And opening your eyes, take an inhale, and exhale, release out of that twist. So from here, let's find tabletop position. So you're going to just kind of scoot yourself back to more of the middle of your mat. And you're going to bring your hands onto the floor right underneath your shoulders with your fingers spread wide and your knees come directly under your hips. Curl your toes as you let your tailbone tilt up. Lift your chest and lift your head. And then flatten your toes. Draw your navel into the back of the spine. Exhale, pull the chin into the chest. Inhale, curl the toes and lift. This is our cat and cow. So you're going to flatten the toes once again. Pull the belly in, round the back, chin into the chest. Inhale, curl the toes into your cow. And lower the toes and roll back into your cow. And from here, curl your toes, and we're going to just keep those toes curled. Let your tailbone go towards your heels. And then just gently rock yourself forward and back. Pushing the tailbone down towards the heels. So sits bones try and touch both heels. Pushing back. And the next time you go back, just let your hips release as far as they can. Just take your hands just a little bit further forward. We're going to lift up into a down dog. So you want to press firmly into your hands. Lift your knees. Drop the crown of your head towards the mat. And push your sits bones way up towards the ceiling. And just gently shake your head yes. And shake your head no, so that you're not tensing up into the neck area. Press through both heels and raise all 10 toes off the floor, pushing into the ball mounds of each toe. As you're pressing through your heels, you're stretching in through the calf muscle, so you should feel a deep stretch here. And then from here, flatten the toes, and let's come back down onto the knees. I'm going to rock forward and back again. And just keep your hands right where they were so that you're ready for your down dog, just rocking forward and back. The next time you go back, raise the knees off the mat once again, dropping your head, and breathe here. Right from here, we're going to take a wider stance. So let's open the legs a little wider so that they're the width of your mat, and see if it gives you more space to press your chest towards the side, stretching the head down towards the mat and lifting the sit bones up. Push through your heels. Nice deep inhale and exhale, and lower back down onto the knees. And from here, let's take a child's pose. So big toes are going to come together. This is the child's pose that you would come to if you feel that any time you need to rest. Draw the forehead to the mat. Big toes are touching. Press the sits bones down towards your heels. And if this doesn't feel good with your arms extended, you always have the option of bringing your arms alongside your legs and let your forehead rest on the mat. You don't want your head to be hanging off up in space, so if it is, bring your block underneath your forehead so that your forehead can rest. So you don't want your head to just hang out. You want to have the forehead down on the floor, on your mat, or on your block. And from here, sweep the arms forward, spread your fingers wide, lifting back up into our down dog. So you're going to bring the knees back under your hips, curl your toes, and lift your sit bones up. And slowly begin to walk your feet all the way to the front of your mat. As you come to the very top of the mat, allow the big toes to touch. Put a slight bend in your knees and raise your arms out to the side. Lift all the way up. Inhale. Look up and press your palms together. Exhale, lower the hands to the center of your heart. And raise the arms all the way up again. Inhale. Taking a twist, you're going to bring your left arm forward, right arm behind with your exhale. Both arms lift up. Inhale, take your twist all the way to the left. Exhaling, right arm forward, left arm back. Both arms lift again. Inhale. Exhale, twisting to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Lift up, inhale. And exhale, twisting other way. Bring both arms all the way up. Inhale, and take your hands to prayer. And fold your body forward in half. Bring your hands to touch the mat, or if you can't touch the mat, just have the hands down by your shins. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Let's bring the heels of your hands just below your kneecaps. Never push into the kneecaps. You want to feel your abdominal muscles pulling in, hips are pressing back. I'm going to bend the legs again at the knee slightly and come on up again. Raise the arms all the way up. Inhale. As you exhale, taking those twists again, left arm forward, right arm back. Raise the arms up. Inhale. And twisting to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale up. And take that twist right. Exhale. Inhale up. Take your twist left. Exhale. Inhale, raising your arms up. Both hands come to prayer. Exhale, fold down again. And right from here, step the right leg all the way back. So you want to get your leg to go as far back as you can, making sure your left knee is directly over your ankle. You should not have your knee over your toes, so if it is, start to wiggle that right foot back a little more. Push back through that right heel and lower the right knee down to the floor. Toes come flat. Reach the arms all the way back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then lift your chest off your left thigh as you raise your arms up for your crescent pose. Stretch the arms all the way up and gaze up towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. Breathe here. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Your breath flows through the back of your throat. Remembering always to breathe. So sometimes we get so involved in the postures that we tense up and we start to hold the breath. But you want to let the breath flow freely. Bring both hands all the way down. And curl your back toes. You're going to take that right foot forward to meet the left. And then taking the left leg back and bringing it into that lunge position, making sure your right knee comes right over the ankle. So send that left leg back as far as you can and lower the knee to the floor. Flatten the toes on the left foot. Both arms sweep back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and peel your chest off your right side and raise your arms up. So if you're a very beginner and it's really too intense to keep your arms lifted, you have the option just keep the hands here, but pull your shoulders down. You want to tuck your tailbone under and slowly press those hips forward. Lifting up, gazing up towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. And one more inhale, exhale, both hands come down, curling your back toes, and we're taking that left foot forward once again to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen your spine as your arms come out. So you're going to inhale, come up. Take your twist again to the right, exhale. Lift up, inhale. Take your twist left, exhale. Inhale up, and bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, pull down. Stepping the right leg back, left leg's going to go back. We're coming into a down dog, so you want to bring that left leg back right alongside your right foot. Lift your hips up, drop the crown of your head towards the mat. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And from here, come forward. I'm going to bring the knees right onto the mat. Make sure the palms are under the shoulders. Knees are under the hips. From here, taking the left leg, extend the left leg all the way back and raise your right arm forward. So we're going to keep moving here. So you want to first stretch out, make sure that you feel length through your spine, tuck your tail under. We're going to bend that left knee in towards the right elbow to touch and reach and extend forward and back and pull it in once again and extend. Inhale, pull in, round through that lower back and extend. And again, hold here. Keep that elbow touching to the knee. Let's hold it for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Find that balance. Pull the belly in. And then one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Send the arm and the leg out and bring the palm down. Lower the knee. Other side. Left leg extends. Draw the hip to the floor and then take the left arm forward. And we're going to round the back, taking that elbow to the knee. So you're going to pull that elbow in and touch if you can. And reach and extend. And again, pull it in. Belly draws into the back of the spine. Lengthen through the fingers and toes. And bring it in and hold it here. Keep lifting that belly into the back of the spine. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Reach and extend the arm and the leg. Lower the palm down. And from here, bring your knee back down underneath your hip. We're going to take child's pose once again, just to take a little bit of a rest before we keep going. So you want to spread the knees if you need to, draw the tailbone down, forehead touches the floor, or you hold your block underneath your forehead. You want to really give yourself stretch through the side body. And then from here, just make sure your palms are just the only thing that's on the floor. Your wrists are off the mat and your arms are extended off the mat. Walk your hands over to the right side and drop your left buttock down towards the heel. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Sink your chest a little closer to the floor. Inhale, lift up, walk your hands forward and over to the left side, exhaling that right buttock down, stretching in through the right side. Inhale, lift, and walk it forward once again. Exhaling, let's come up into down dog. I'm going to raise the right leg all the way up to the ceiling. Stretch it up. Lunging that right foot in between the hands, we're going to flatten the left foot. So you're going to spin your left foot flat. You want your right heel to line up with the instep of your left foot for your warrior 2. Right knee is over the ankle. Sweep your left arm forward. Keep your belly in and raise yourself up. Sink both hips down away from your rib cage. Try not to let those shoulders hunch up to the ears. So we're just going to lift the shoulders up to the ears and then draw them back and down. Keep opening out through the inner right side. Make sure your right knee is pointing to that middle toe and let your shoulders stay relaxed. Your gaze is down the right fingers. Keep the left arm and the right arm in alignment. One more inhale and exhale. From here, you're going to windmill those hands back down on either side of your right foot. You're going to take your right leg, lift it all the way back and up. Stretch it all the way up. You're going to take that right foot now to the outside of the right hand. So a nice wide lunge. Make sure your right knee comes over the ankle. You're going to stretch that left leg back and then let the left knee come down to the floor. Both palms should be underneath your shoulders. And you're going to just start to sink yourself down. Don't go leaning back. Just bring yourself down. Bend both elbows together. Keep your back nice and long. And you're going to feel that stretch in that left hip flexor and into that inner right thigh, into that right hip. And just bring it down as far as you can. If you're very flexible, you might find that you're able to just come down to the forearm. And breathe where you are. This is pretty intense, so you want to close your eyes and just breathe through it. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And if you're not feeling as much of a stretch and you know that you're able to go more, let's lean into the edge of the right foot. So you want to feel as if your right knee is opening out to the side, giving yourself a little bit more of that deeper stretch. But for some of us, this may be just as intense as we need it to be for today, or maybe the hands just here, and that's fine. So from here, you're going to curl your back toes, push back through your heel. We're going to take the right leg back to meet the left. You're right in a plank, and then you're going to come down onto your knees and bring your chest down onto the mat. So flatten your belly to the floor. Slide your hands all the way down to the bottom of your rib cage. Let your nose or your forehead be on the mat. And then from here, take an inhale, push into your hands, lift up, and turn your chest over to the right side. And then exhale, come back center. Inhale, lift the head, turn your chest to the left side. Exhale, come down. And inhale, come up through center. Exhale, bring it down. And slowly press back up into your down dog. Stretching the fingers wide, hips lift up, drop your head. Nice deep breath. Holding here, you want to really sink those heels down to the floor. Feel the stretch coming into your calf. Pull your belly in, drop your head. You're going to bring the left leg all the way up to the ceiling, and that left foot is going to lunge in between the hands. So just get right in between the hands. And then we're going to spin the right foot flat to the floor. Make sure your left knee is over the ankle, so take time to get that alignment before you end up coming up. Heel to instep, the left heel to the instep of your right foot. Right arm moves forward, open the chest, and raise yourself up. Keep that left knee bent as you come up, your shoulders stack right over the hip. Pelvis presses down, left inner thigh rotates open. So your toes are completely facing the front of your mat. If they're turned to the corners of your mat, you want to get them to face that very front of your mat. Lift the shoulders up to the ears, inhale, and then pull them down to relax the shoulders. Squeeze your abdominal muscles in. Relax the shoulders, gaze it down the left fingers. Breathe here. So make sure that your mouth stays closed. You're breathing in and out through your nose. And just taking nice full breaths, deep breaths. Windmill the hands on either side of your left foot. Then take that left leg all the way back and up. Stretch it up. Lunging that left foot now to the outside of your left hand. So you're going to bring it right to that outside of your left hand. However you can get there, make sure your left knee is over the ankle. Then lower the right knee down to the mat. Flatten the toes on that right foot and slowly come down. So maybe your left hip is more open than the right side. So maybe you are able to come down completely to your forearms. Or maybe your hip is a little tighter. So only be where you need to be. Just trust that you're supposed to be where you are. And breathe here. So if you're on your forearms and you're feeling that stretch, and it doesn't feel very intense and you want to go a little more, you can roll right to the edge of that left foot to open that left knee out a little more. And you're going to feel it opening more through the left hip flexor. Make sure you're breathing in and out. And slowly close that left leg back towards the shoulder. Both hands are on the mat. Curl your back toes. Pull the heel back towards the back of the room. And take your left leg back to meet the right back into your down dog. Lifting the hips. Stretching all the way up. Slowly come forward to that plank again and lower down. However you can get there, right onto your belly. Make sure your forehead is on the mat, not on the floor. And slide your hands just to the bottom of your rib cage. Pushing into your hands, squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, turn towards the right. So it's twisting cobra here. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up, twist to the left. Exhale, and bring it down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, slowly bring it down. And coming back to down dog. Inhale, come up onto the knees. Bring your tailbone back and lift your hips all the way up. And dropping your head, pressing through your heels. Nice deep breath. So you want to hear the sound of your breath flowing in and out through the back of your throat. So you're breathing through your nose, but your mouth is closed. And then look forward, walk, step, or hop. You can just walk your feet all the way to the very front of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Take both arms out to the side. Lift up, inhale. Taking your twist again, left arm forward, right arm back. Exhale. And lift both arms up. Inhale, twisting to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale up, and hands to prayer. Exhale, fold again. Take your hands to the mat, and then take an inhale, bend the legs at the knees. Sweep your arms all the way back. Interlace your fingers and squeeze your shoulder blades together. See if you can really get your hips a little bit lower and try to keep your chest right on your side. Do the best you can. Let the knuckles stretch all the way back and up. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, working on opening through the chest. Pull the shoulders back and sit that tailbone down so you're feeling that work in your quadriceps. Right from here, just let your legs start to straighten. Try to keep the chest on the thighs. Do the best you can. As you straighten your legs, keep lifting the knuckles up. And then from here, bend the legs once again. Feel your chest on your thighs. Release your arms coming right into chair pose. Reach the arms up and drop your tailbone down. Pull your belly into the back of the spine. Lengthen through the fingertips. Breathing here. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Make sure you feel that breath. Inhale, stand straight up. Exhale, open to your twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Lift up, inhale, and twisting to your left, exhale. Both arms up, inhale. Folding forward, hands to prayer. Exhale it all the way down. Stepping your right leg back, left leg back for your down dog. Let that tailbone lift up. Nice deep breath here. Holding here. So we're going to hold here for several breaths. Start to feel yourself being comfortable in this pose. In your yoga practice, we come into down dogs quite often, so you want to make it feel that it's comfortable for you. Bend the knees if you need to. You don't want to feel all the weight being forced into your wrists or your shoulders. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Look forward. Walk your feet or hop it all the way to the front of your mat. From here, lengthen your spine. Inhale, folding down. As you exhale, taking it back to chair. Bend both legs at the knees. Raising your arms back and out to the side. Lift the chest off the thighs. Bring your hands right into a prayer position, right to the center of your heart. And then right from here, squat it down a little lower. Feel those quadriceps working for you, pulling your belly in. We're just going to turn and twist to the right. Come back to center and just twist to the left. Come back to center, inhale. Stand straight up, lift the fingers all the way up. Exhale and fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Step your left leg all the way back. Now angle the left toes so that they're facing to the left corner of your mat, so they're not turned more to the longer edge of the mat. You want to press down into that right foot, making sure the knee is over your ankle. And as we come up, we're going to sweep the arms back, lifting to warrior one. Your hips remain facing the front of your mat. Lift up and stretch up warrior one. So both hips should be facing the front of your mat. Your shoulders are down, your belly is in, your tailbone is tucked under, hips going forward. So really feel your right hip moving back as you squeeze that left hip to move forward. Breathe here, gaze is up. Now take the arms out to the side. Interlace the fingers behind you. So we prepared our shoulders earlier when we were in that forward fold. And let those knuckles stretch back. Coming to the inside of your right thigh. If you feel that's a little too intense for you, you can just stay here. You're going to fold to the inside of that right thigh and start to lift the knuckles all the way up. Nice deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take it back up. Keep those fingers interlaced. And then reach the arms all the way out to the side and up. And bring your hands on either side of your right foot. Come onto the ball of your left foot. Make sure you're in a lunge here, so let that left leg go as far back as you can. We're going to keep that left knee off the mat, but if you're a beginner, you might want to keep your knee on the floor. If you need some space here, you can take your block next to that right foot, and you can bring the left hand up. That'll give you a little bit more space here through the chest. So we're going to sweep the right arm forward, and you're going to open up to the right, squeezing your inner thighs together. So remember, the option is to keep the knee down, opening up your chest. Pull that right knee in towards the midline of your body. Breathe here. Now, if you have been practicing for a while, you might want to take the option of bringing your hands to prayer and take this twist a little deeper, pressing the left elbow into the inside, to the outside of your right leg, and just gaze up. Nice breath here, filling the lungs. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Release both hands down. The right leg is going to go way back and up for a three-legged dog. So send it back and up. Bend your right leg at the knee and let that heel come towards your left buttock. Press through that left heel. Drop your head down to the mat. And from here, send that right foot to the front of your mat and bring your left foot to the front of your mat. Lengthen your spine, inhale, and fold, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, lift the arms up. Bring the hands together and fold forward again, exhale it down. Take a nice deep breath, inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up into chair again, lifting the arms up. Bring your hands into prayer. Squat it down, tailbone presses towards the mat. Taking your twist over to the right, and come back center. Taking that twist over to the left, and come center. Inhale, stand straight up, lift the fingers, exhale, fold, step it back, down dog. And breathe here. So holding your down dog, dropping the crown of your head to the mat. Then take that little bit of a flow to the left side, so the left leg is going to lift. You're going to bring that left foot in between the hands. So get your knee to be over your ankle. Take your time to make sure that your left knee is in that 90-degree angle. You're going to make sure your right foot, the toes of your right foot are just coming in a little closer, facing to the corner of the mat for our warrior one. Keep that left knee bent. Keep your chest facing the left side. Sweep your arms back, and then raise the chest off the thigh. Lift the arms all the way up. Inhale. Sinking down as low as you can go, drawing both hips towards the front of your mat. So you don't want your hips to turn out to the side. So if the hips are and you have difficulty getting them forward, rotate that right toe more to the front of your mat. So that's going to bring your right hip with it. Both arms out to the side and bring your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers as you stretch back and come into a little back bend. Keep your belly pulled in, stretching those knuckles back. Make sure you're breathing. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, using that Ujjayi breath. And then coming into the inside of that left thigh, and if that's too intense, you can just stay in that warrior one position. Or if you feel that that's even too intense, always come to child's pose. Coming all the way down, stretch the knuckles back. Make sure you're breathing. And slowly come back up. Inhale. Exhale, release both arms all the way up. Inhale. And both hands come all the way down onto the mat. Rotating onto the ball of your right foot. Send that right leg back as far as you can. You're going to keep the knee lifted off the mat. I'm going to lower, or you can lower the right knee down if you need to. Taking our twist, so the block can come to the inside of your left foot. Your right hand can come onto that block. Left arm moves forward and let your chest rotate open to the left. So pull your left hip in towards the rib cage. Pull that left knee into the midline of your body and squeeze your inner thighs. And breathe here, looking up towards the left finger. Nice deep breath. Scissor those inner thighs together. You want a little bit more intensity. Take your hands to prayer and right elbow to the outside of the left thigh for your twist here. A little bit more. Breathe. And then releasing out of your twist, take the hands down on either side of your left foot. Take your left leg all the way back. Your three-legged dog, lift it up. And then lower that foot down to the mat. And from here, let's just release for a child's pose, taking a well-deserved rest. Tailbone presses down to the heels. Keep your arms extended, forehead to the floor, onto your block. Pushing your hips all the way back. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Listen to the flow of your breath. Feel comfortable. Anytime that you remember, anytime that you feel you need to continue to rest, you can stay here. You don't have to come and join everyone. Just join yourself when you're ready. And from here, just keep those arms extended. So if you did choose to bring them behind you, you're going to extend them forward. We're going to come back onto the knees. Bring those knees under your hips and lift it up back once again into your down dog. And let's walk the feet all the way forward. Lengthening your spine. Inhale. Fold on your exhale. Let's take the arms out to the side. Lift up. Inhale. Raising up. Taking your twist. Turning to the right. Left arm forward. Right arm behind. Exhale. And lift. Inhale. And exhale. Turning left. Both arms lift. Inhale. And from here, just take your hands to prayer and bring them right to the center of your heart, making sure your big toes are touching. Taking our very first mountain pose pretty much at the very end of our practice. Close your eyes, check in, noticing your heart rate. And just taking some nice fluid breaths. Few more here. Just feel that you're releasing any of that tension that you might have felt from the postures. Anything that might have built up, just let that go. So let's open the eyes, bring the arms down. So we're going to take a balanced pose. Separate your legs about hip distance apart. So generally hip distance apart would be about the size of your foot. So if you took one heel to the opposite big toe, you could spin it out, and then you can lift up the heel and then spin it back so that the legs come parallel to each other. That's approximately your hip distance apart. I'm going to take the arms and stretch them down, pull the belly in, move the shoulders away from your ears. You're going to press down into the ball mound of your left toes and lift the toes off the mat and really splay them open wide. And then feeling that the ball mound of the toes on the floor, just let the toes relax down. So I'm going to shift the weight over into the left leg. And as we do, we're going to raise the right knee up. So you want to try and eventually get that right knee as high as your hip. Try to keep your heel directly underneath your knee. Both arms lift up. Inhale. Stretch all the way up, holding here. And keep that breath flowing. One more inhale. Exhale, open the arms out to the side in T position. Soften the shoulders. Just take the twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Come through center, taking your twist to the other side. Come to center, raise both arms up. Both hands come to prayer, right foot lowers. Hold back into Tadasana mountain pose with the thumbs into the chest. If you need to shake out that standing leg, go ahead and do that. Anytime you feel tension in the body, you want to move that energy around so you can wiggle the foot, just kind of stretching out the ankle. Take a few moments just to feel grounded into both feet, feeling the arches lifting, drawing the navel into the back of the spine. And follow your breath. Keep your eyes closed. If you need to open them at any time, feel free to do that. These are all options. And then let your eyes open, release your arms all the way down. You're going to take it over and balance on the right side now. So you want to press down into the ball mound of your right toes, lifting the toes up and spreading them out nice and wide. And then just gradually place the toes down without gripping the mat. Feel a slight lift out of that right arch, shifting the weight over to the right. And then when you're ready, let the left leg lift. So you'll notice variations on either side, or maybe feel similar. Keep the heel directly under your knee, keep the foot flexed, and just keep that left thigh parallel to the ceiling. Pull that left hip down and find your balance, pulling your belly in, reaching the fingers all the way to the mat. Keep your focus somewhere in the front wall, the wall in front of you. Both arms lift. We're going to, from here, take the twist first to the left side. As you twist, right arm moves forward. Don't cross your left knee over the right. Come back to center and take it over to the left. The left arm goes forward, right arm back, and come back center. Both arms lift. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, lower the foot, lower the arms all the way down. Hands back into prayer. Shake out that standing leg if you need to. Let it all go. Follow your breath. Check in with your heart rate. Maybe you feel your heart rate is still pretty increased here, still beating quite quickly. Just notice it, no judging. Then let your eyes open, reach both arms all the way up. Inhale and fold forward. Going to end up onto the mat. So step your right leg back and left leg back. Come onto your knees. Cross your legs at the ankles and sit down onto your buttocks. Working in both poses. So we're going to give you those abdominal muscles a little bit of a work here. So bring your feet flat onto the floor. Zip your legs together, pressing your knees in. Now, if you are comfortable in boat pose, you might want to not hold behind your legs, but if you're feeling a little unsteady, a little unsure of yourself, you're just going to slide your heels in and lift the feet off the mat, pulling the thighs into your chest, and then start to let your calves come parallel to the floor. Really feel that you're using your abdominal muscles and not really struggling to hold your legs up with your hands. So just if you feel that you can extend the arms forward, keep pressing the knees in towards each other, pulling your thighs into your chest. And if you feel comfortable, see if you can stretch those legs all the way up, reaching your fingers towards the toes. Again, always remember you have the option to keep the thighs and the calves parallel or hold here. One more breath. Inhale and cross your legs. As you exhale, the hands come onto your knees. Let's roll the body around. So you're just going to take a nice circle in one direction and then take it around, circling to the opposite direction. And then come to sit up nice and tall. Just lean yourself back, move your feet to the front of the mat, scoot your hips to your heels, and lower yourself down onto your back. So once you come onto your back, let your lower back push into the floor. So you want your belly to be pulling in. Just turn a little bit so you can see better. And so make sure that your belly is drawing into the back of the spine. You're in a slight pelvic tilt. Nice deep breath here. And just your left leg, you're going to flex the left foot and send that left leg straight forward, pushing the heel of your left foot to that wall that's in front of you and pulling your left buttock down to the floor. Bring your right thigh into your chest, interlace your fingers around your right shin, but move that right thigh over to the right side of your rib cage, over to the right. So now pull the right knee in towards your right armpit. Flex your right foot, keep that left foot flexed, and keep trying to press the back of your left knee down to the floor. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Then relax your left leg and slide the left foot so that the knee bends, and then place your right ankle right on top of your left thigh. Bring your arms out in a T position. Relax your shoulders, palms are down to the mat. Pull your navel into the back of the spine. Inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to take that right knee all the way to the left. So you're going to draw the knee down towards the mat. Try to keep the ankle right on top of the left thigh.
If you want a little more intensity, you can bring that left hand to hold to the right knee, and you can turn your gaze to look over to the right. And while you're here, close your eyes, giving yourself a chance to really trust that this stretch is doing what it needs to do. Allow yourself to be where you are. No judging. Relaxing, just breathing here. And return your head to center, keeping the ankle on the thigh, just going to come back up, keeping that left leg bent. And once that left foot comes flat to the mat, release your right foot down. And keeping both knees bent, both feet flat on the floor, slide your right foot forward and flex the foot, pushing the back of your right knee down to the floor, pressing that right heel to the wall in front of you, pulling the right buttock in. And then bring the left leg in, interlacing the fingers around the left shin. Pull the thigh into your chest, and then just move that thigh a little bit over to the outside towards the left rib cage. Flex your left foot, flex your right foot. Keep pulling the left knee in. And breathe here. Navel pulls in. Make sure you're following your breath. And then soften the right foot. Slide that right foot onto the floor so you're bending your right knee. Place the left ankle on top of your right thigh. Both arms come out in T position. Inhale, draw the navel into the back of the spine so you want to feel your lower back pushing into the mat. With your exhale, take your twist to the right. You're going to let the legs go all the way over to the right side, keeping both shoulders down. Turn your gaze to look over the left fingers and then close your eyes. You can reach for that left knee if you want, giving yourself a little bit more intensity into the twist. Listen to your own body. Trust what you need to get from your practice. And breathe here, letting everything go. Enjoy the space in the left side. And slowly taking your head back to center. Keep that ankle on top of the thigh. Release your right hand from the knee and slowly come up. So your ankle is still on your right thigh. Your right knee is bent. And then release your left foot off the mat. Both knees come into your chest and hug those knees in. Take a few gentle rocking motions from side to side. And then come back to center. Take an inhale and lift your nose to your knees. Exhale here. Hold one more. Inhale. Pull in a little closer. And exhale. Bring it all the way down. From here, lower your feet to the floor. So you're going to be on your back with your feet flat on your mat. Keep your legs about hip distance apart and keep your arms right alongside you. Squeeze your abdominal muscles in so that your lower back, the sacrum is flattening down to the floor. And we're going to take bridge pose. So if you are not familiar with bridge, you can use your block. Sometimes a supported bridge helps us feel more in control. So you can have your block handy if you need it. Otherwise, you're going to just lift your hips all the way up. And if you want to slide that block, you can either use the small, longer, flatter end here and lower it right onto your sacrum. Or you can turn it up to the little higher area. Or if you feel even more open through the back, you can take it right to the very top. So this can be a little intense. So just take it to wherever you're comfortable if you're using the block. If you're not, just lift your hips up as high as you can. Draw your elbows, your shoulder blades in closer together. And maybe you can find your hands even interlacing. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and send those knuckles forward. And breathe. Lift up a little bit higher. Inhale. And release your arms. If you have the block underneath you, release your block. And then exhale it all the way down. Keep the belly pulled in so you're coming down one vertebra at a time. Slowly lower it down. Once your sacrum is down to the mat, bring both knees once more into your chest and rock slowly side to side. And then let's bring both feet down to the floor. Just hold here for a moment. We're going to come into our final pose, Shavasana, where we rest where we allow ourselves to integrate the work that we've done. So if you have a blanket handy, you can bring that blanket, you can place it on you. If you have some support to go underneath your thighs, you can place that support underneath your thighs. You want your legs to go and extend straight out. So make sure the legs are about hip distance apart. Let your feet flop out to the sides. Take your arms alongside you. Turn your palms up. And then open your arms out to the side like you're going to do a snow angel and stop halfway before you're in a T position. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lifting your chest, and relax your shoulders, relax your legs, and let your eyes close. So we're taking our final pose on our back, Shavasana, to integrate here now, letting ourselves really let everything that we've done settle in. So let go of the control over your breath. Ujjayi breath serves us when we're moving through our practice, because we really want to rely on the rhythm of our breath to allow us to go deeper. But when we're relaxing, we want the normal breath to just kind of come back into the body. So let your body just breathe the way it normally does, not telling yourself when it's time to breathe or how to breathe. The body knows how to do that. And the body also knows how to rest. Sometimes the mind is chattering away, presenting some interference, presenting some thoughts that stop us from relaxing. So if you notice that it's hard to kind of move away from those thoughts, if they're just kind of flowing in all the time, let yourself just watch your breath move in and out. So giving your mind something to focus on so that you can feel that you're able to relax. And with each exhale, just feel a deep, deep sinking sensation coming more and more deeply into this relaxation. Feel the chest expand, open with the inhale, and then just kind of releasing as you exhale, letting go. Every time you exhale, let go a little more. And find this deeper sense of relaxation. Open yourself into it. Let it spread throughout your whole body. And so if you notice anywhere that's tense, direct your attention to that area. And for the next few minutes, we're just going to be here in silence. But as you're breathing, direct that breath into the areas that you want to let go of the tension. And if you feel completely relaxed, just go deeper and deeper into relaxation, sinking heavily into your mat. And just relax. When we're ready to finish, I'll be chiming the chime, and that will be our cue that relaxation is over, and just listen to the words.
Just notice your body relax on your mat. Very slowly start to move your fingers and your toes. Just taking those subtle movements into your body. Start to wiggle the wrists and the ankles. Take a nice deep inhale and stretch your arms all the way back over your head, reaching, and point your toes. Exhale out any side sounds or moans. Just get a nice, beautiful deep stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, and then exhale. Just rock slowly from side to side, just massaging out your lower back. And when you're ready, take this time to roll over to the right side of your mat. You're going to end up on the right arm, using your arm as a soft pillow for your head to rest. Let your left hand come in front of your chest on the floor in front of you. And just stay here for a few moments in this fetal position. Be with your stillness. Be with your peace. And just taking this opportunity to notice what your practice has given to you today. Remember to always trust that process. You'll feel more, as you practice more and more, you'll feel more strength and flexibility starting to come into your mind and your body. And so just slowly coming back up, sit up nice and tall, come into a cross-legged position. And just rest your hands onto your knees. Let your shoulders relax down away from your ears. And just close your eyes. So just going to finish off with some breathing, alternate nostril breathing. This is a good way to help relax you, helps relax the central nervous system. So in this time when we feel sometimes that we don't know what's going to happen next, or we sometimes feel a little out of control, we can know that we always can control our breath. That's the way that we can calm our mind. So to come into the alternate nostril breathing, bring your left hand into your lap, turn the palm to the ceiling. Sit up nice and tall and take your right hand right in front of your nose. You're going to fold in your middle finger and index finger so that your pinky finger, ring finger, and thumb are extended out. And just let the right elbow just kind of move out to the side. Sit up tall. Place your right thumb onto your right nostril. Slowly inhale through your left nostril. So it's a nice slow inhale. Once you finish that inhale, just pause. Then bring your ring finger onto the left nostril. Open your right and slowly exhale out through the right nostril. And once you complete that exhale, pause. And then inhale through that same side. Nice and slow. And once you finish that inhale, pause once again. Bring the thumb onto the right nostril, open your left, and then begin your exhale through the left side, nice and slow. Once you complete the exhale, pause, and then inhale slowly through that left nostril. Once you complete the inhale, pause, close the nostril off, open the right, and begin your exhale through the right. And do this on your own a couple more times. So just practicing a nice slow rhythm of inhale and just noticing that pause where there's no breath moving, no inhale or exhale. Noticing the pause before you begin the next inhale or exhale. And just check in with your spine. Try to make sure it continues to stay straight and you're trying not to drop the chin down to the chest. Keep that elbow, right elbow lifted more out to the side. Let your eyes just close, just continuing here. And we're going to finish up with an exhale on the left side. So if you just finished exhaling on the left side, do one more round until you come back to that exhale on the left side again. And when you are done with the exhale on the left side, just bring the back of your right hand into the palm of your left and connect your thumbs together. Sit up tall. Keep your eyes closed. And just taking time to notice how you're feeling. Take this time to also thank yourself for practicing, taking time out of your evening. It's important to always give ourselves some space, some time for ourselves. And let's bring our hands together in prayer on Jali Mudra, letting the thumbs gently press into the center of the heart. We're going to close here with the sound of Om. We're going to be chanting it 3 times, so you can join in or you can just listen to the sound. Taking a nice deep breath in. Om. 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 Slowly lower your chin to your chest, bowing to that light and love that shines within you. Know that that light and love shines brightly within each and every one of us. Namaste. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I am going to be doing a Yoga Nidra, which is going to be starting in 15 minutes at 6:30. So if you'd like to be doing that, we'll be coming back on. But thank you very much for practicing and taking the time out of your evening to continue to practice. And I'll see you next time.